Over 50% of women over 40 are on antidepressants. Let that sink in. Half of an entire generation of women medicated just to cope with life. And no, this is not just about a chemical imbalance. It's about what's really happening to women in midlife. Hormones crash, estrogen drops, sleep disappears, stress skyrockets, and society tells them just to keep going. Take this pill. So doctors prescribe that pill instead of asking why so many women are burning out. They numb the symptoms. Antidepressants are now handed out for everything: anxiety, menopause, hot flashes, insomnia, low libido, overwhelm. But what's the cost of turning emotion into a diagnosis? We've created a culture where feeling too much is a disorder and being disconnected is the new normal. Women are drowning silently too, juggling work, aging parents, kids, marriages, loss of themselves. And instead of support, they get sedated. This isn't a war on medication. It's a wake-up call.
I had this discussion with my wife this morning. Listen, she's like every other woman. She's been touched by feminism, even though she understands the programming. She still has feminine tendencies. She's a boss. She has elevated quite high in her corporation. She has been the boss over, 50, 60, I don't know how many men in her corporation. Now, she's hitting 55, and listen, she's tired. She don't like to admit it, but ever since she's been at home helping me out with this business, she's a lot happier. She cooks every day. She gets to do a lot of things around the house, and then she works on her own schedule. She relaxes. It's good. And even though she don't want to admit it, it's much better than what she had to go through for over 20 odd years being in the corporate industry. And I simply said to her, feminism have failed. And she quietly sat there and drank her coffee because she knows. She knows feminism have failed women. More women are medicated. More women are out without a man. More women are without families. Societies are collapsing all over the world. Okay? All over the freaking world. Low birth rates. All right? And I was explaining to her, listen, feminism have highlighted the top 5 or 10% of women who have made it to boss babe status. But the other 80-90% of women are regular freaking workers. Burnt out, tired. They're working on a man's schedule. Women aren't designed for male schedules. They're overstimulated to the point of they don't even know whether they're coming or going. They're over-sexualized. They have no real purpose. That's the problem. Feminism have failed these women. But this isn't what this subject is about today, my friends, because, hey, it's time for the Older Man Random Reviews.
The Older Man Random Reviews. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, my friends, a collection of random videos that I've collected over the week so that you guys can get a good eclectic mix of different issues that have been happening on the internet, and you want the older man's perspective. Okay, so I got a good bunch for you guys today. So hang on to your seats, gentlemen. Hit that like button, subscribe, book a session with the older man if you ever need any help. Pick up the Content Creators Toolkit. I still have the Black Friday sale on it. I want to do this probably to the end of the year, to be honest. I mean, hey, I want each and every one of you to benefit so that you can actually go into the new year creating new content. All right, so pick it up, man. It's a great deal. It's a great buy, and I think if you study it, follow it, you will be able to make content. All right, let's go to the next video. What she said, the only thing a single mother is looking for right now is some funds. Yeah. Hold the line, gentlemen. These aren't the days to be giving away money for freaking women to, take care of another man's seed. Nope. But let's hear what this young lady has to say.
Let me hold y'all hands while I tell y'all this. Baby, right now, the only thing a single mother is looking for is some money, y'all. Baby, we a few weeks away from Christmas, okay? If you know you dealing with a single mother and you ain't coming with them funds, baby, just go ahead and run. We need help right now, okay? So if you're dealing with a single mama, have them funds ready, all right?
Yeah, the digital begging is going to be at an all-time high, buddy. I'm telling you, gentlemen, stay away from single mothers during the Christmas season because she needs some money to buy gifts for that other man's seed. Okay? Just think about that. She wants to use your money to buy that kid that next PS5. Yeah. While Pookie just gets to chill on the side somewhere else. Or buy him a Happy Meal for Christmas. I know, that's wrong. That's wrong. But I'm telling you, man, gentlemen, don't do it. Do not do it, okay? Hold on to every single dime. Try to go into this new year with the one goal that you did not spend money over the Christmas. Trust me, you will feel a lot better in the new year when you come out feeling like, hey, man, I got through that shit without spending stupid money, making women convince me that I have to spend money on them. All right?
Babe, I see some shoes online that I want to get. But I want these.
You see, that's the kind of dumb shit women take your money and do. Buy excessive amount of stupidness. Shoes, nails, lashes, all of that stupid shit that's not going to bring her a return on your money. And she honestly feels she needs this stuff. This is a perfect example of where your money goes on dumb shit. And the majority of these shoes just sits in a closet because she sees some other new shiny object online. Gentlemen, you have to understand female nature and squash it. Just squash it, man. Well, you guys got to understand this exact thing here. Men who grind in silence from 25 to 35 often come with options most never imagined. And you know what? That triggers me to actually give you guys a treat. I want to read part of a chapter from my book. This is chapter 2. I want you guys to get a flavor of this. Let me know if you want a full chapter so that I can send it to you. Just pop me over email, paul@askanolderman.com. But I want you guys to get a flavor of what you're going to be getting, okay? Because it's packed of good, solid information, recommendations on how to build yourself. That's all I'm concerned about. Building better men, warning you what to do, what not to do, how to conduct your life in a proper way so that you can actually see the light. Let me find that chapter 2. Chapter 2, the biological operating system. Why women behave the way they do. Part 1, destroying the greatest myth about women. You've been told your entire life that women are complicated, mysterious, impossible to understand. You've heard from movies, from comedians, from frustrated husbands, from pastors, from friends who threw their hands in the air and said, bro, women make no sense. And because you heard it enough times, you believe it. But here's the first truth you need to accept in this book. Women are not complicated. They are consistent. It's men who have never been taught the operating system. But once you understand the biological program women run, their behavior stops feeling random. The mixed signals make sense. The contradictions make sense. The patterns make sense. The emotional swings makes freaking sense. The attraction shift makes sense. The entire female operating system becomes predictable. And predictable is manageable. But here's the hard awakening. You've spent your entire adult life using male logic to understand female behavior. That's like trying to understand the ocean using the rules of the desert. You can be smart, you can be well-meaning, you can be educated, you can be successful, you can be moral, you can be loyal, loving, generous, patient. None of that matters if you're trying to understand women through the wrong lens. Women are deeply logical, but they're not male logical. They are biological. They respond to ancient programming that exists long before romance, Instagram, or marriage laws, long before feminism, religion, or modern dating, long before choice, long before language. A woman's biological program is the software that protected her lineage for thousands of years. It predicates morality, politics, and culture. It predates morality, politics, and culture. It predates civilization. It predates everything we consider modern. This is why so many men suffer. They're not fighting a woman's personality. They're fighting nature, and nature doesn't negotiate. As a man who's lived through multiple eras of dating and has coached thousands of men from my generation and the younger ones, I've seen this pattern across time, culture, continent. The world changes, technology changes, social norms change, politics change, but the biological programming never does. Modern women live in a digital world, but they operate on ancient software. If you don't understand that, you will always take things personally. You will see disrespect where there's instinct. You will see cruelty where there's calibration. You will see manipulation where there's fear. You will blame her for things she can't even fully explain. Most importantly, you will blame yourself for things you could never control. You're not here to be blamed. You're here to be informed. Once you understand the biological operating system, you will no longer feel blindsided by female behavior. Mistake emotional logic for personal attack. Lose attraction because you're overperforming. Tolerate disrespect because you didn't see the underlying cause. Confuse love with desire. Misread testing as hostility. Think you lost the spark because of something you did wrong? No. Finally, you will understand the actual rules of engagement. The rules no father taught, no school offered, and no woman articulated clearly. Women don't hide this information. They simply live it. That's her biology. So, in this chapter, because listening to me read isn't that exciting, but fundamentally, what I just explained to you is red pill. Her biology is simply red pill understanding. Yeah, red pill. The problem is I don't want to use the word red pill in the book. Why? Because I want to appeal to a wider audience. You have to understand, gentlemen, the word red pill just neatly packages it. Everything that gets a label, you can easily transmit the information. Telling the world that that is a woman's biology or telling men that just don't have the same impact, right? But all I am doing, and Fresh and Fit and Rollo Tomasi and all of the men out here, all we're doing is teaching you female biology and pathology. Rollo Tomasi, he has another analogy.
And really what the red pill is there's so many sort of subfields to it right now that it's like it's a college major. It's not a bumper sticker. And I think everybody wants to turn it into a belief set, or they want to turn it into ideology or a movement or a philosophy, or, you know, a system of belief is basically what they want it to be, because they don't know how to fight it in any other way, because it's just one belief versus another. And if they can turn it into that, then that's what it's going to be. But the red pill, in my experience from, you know, doing this for 23 years, is the praxeology of intersexual dynamics. And what I mean by praxeology is, if you look up the definition of praxeology, it is the science or the study of human behavior, in that human behavior has a purpose and a function. It's very pragmatic, right? And that's all it really is it's just a database. It's just, here's the information, raw.
Explaining female nature, what she responds to. Because the other software that she has running in her head is the social construct. And that is the feminism, that is the other external forces that runs on her really, really hard. And the problem that we have is when these two softwares collide. Universally, my friends, that is the biggest problem that we have with female behavior. So when you experience little things like this video, no one talks about how easy it is to go from this to this. You just have to understand the two programs that are running in her head. And once you understand it, you will not be frustrated with it, my friends. So as you watch more and more the information coming out of this channel and other red pill channels, you have to understand what you're learning. The book will be giving you a breakdown on how to build, how to understand, and how to navigate. That's the plan with the book. But of course, I want this book to be consumed by ladies as well, so that they can understand what's happening with themselves, because most women don't even understand what's going on with them, so that they can read it. Because if the men know, but the women don't know what's going on with them and they don't change, nothing changes. And my goal is to bring about change. Now I want to show this quick video of these guys walking through the street with this bodysuit of muscles, right? And I ask you, what is wrong with this as far as men are concerned? Because if you think this looks ridiculous, we all can see that the suit is fake, clearly. Just like we can see that they're fake eyelashes, there's a shitload of makeup on her, the lipstick is fake, the painting on her face is fake, the wig is fake, the Botox is fake, the nose job is fake, the boobs are fake. What is different between two men walking around like this and not being accepted for his body? Just asking. Because to me, it's the same thing. Let me know if you agree. Here's another incident where you have to understand women. When women do this, blows my mind.
Because I didn't think you wanted me to anymore. And because I didn't think you wanted me to anymore.
You did it for me?
Yeah.
I don't want you to do it for me. I want you to do it because you wanted to do it, not because I wanted you to do it. I don't want you to do something because I want you to. I want you to do that because you want to.
What? What'd you even just say?
I want you to do it because you want to do it. It's something that you no longer want to do, not something that I feel I want you to not do anymore. I don't want you to be like, oh, she doesn't want me to do it, so I'm not going to do it anymore. I want you to not want to do it because you don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
I don't understand a word you're saying. I don't understand. You learn that language in those trailers that they put around the schools, right? When they would whisk the females away to go learn how to talk like women.
It wasn't just...
And I'm just supposed to decipher that alien language?
It was history class, and you know it wasn't just girls out there. I want you to do something because I want you want to do it, not because I want you to do it. I want you to do it because of you, for you.
I don't know what I want when I want it. Babe,
I want you to do it because you want to.
So this is occurring with her because, number one, she's testing the man, and that's part of her biology. But there's another part. She wants to influence his behavior, and she wants to know how far her influence can reach him. She needs to keep him confused, but also she needs to push and see how far he is going to bend to her will. This is a shit test, and that is the biological part. The social construct is, I want to control him. That is the feminist push. I want you to think what I wanted you to think. That's exactly that's all she wants. That's all she means. I want you to think how I think and how I want you to think. That's all she's saying. In other words, I want control over your mind. That's the social software that's running on her. Once you understand it, gentlemen, it's quite clear. Then you can navigate around her. What he should not have done was lose his cool. What he should have just said was, hey, listen, I didn't like it, or this is what I like. You're not going to change that. So please, stop with the crap. Let's go inside. Let's get some food. Done. So that you understand, gentlemen, we have created an amazing world in the West. You have to understand that there are people who just don't understand or appreciate what the hell we've created, because it is in females' nature, or liberals, to always want more. They don't even know what the hell they want. Here's the confusion.
Do you believe America is the best country in the world?
No.
No. If you were offered a one-way ticket, all expenses paid, to leave the country, would you, and where would you go?
I actually don't know where I would go. I've had this thought before, but like,
would you accept the offer?
That would be so tricky to like switch up the way my life direction is.
I wouldn't, because all the people I care.
I quit the internet. Y'all screwed. I quit the internet.
Do you believe
it made my brother rage quit, man. It made the brother friggin' quit. Yeah, this is the problem. A lot of people have never even been out of their freaking country, but they know they're unhappy with it because there's something better, but they've never experienced anything better. And this is the same thing I wrote about in the book. Women create fantasies in their heads. This amazing man that they've never met, never experienced, and you have to measure up to that man. Women do this, but you got to realize men like this who are very feminized think the same way. This guy has never been out of the country. This guy don't know what is better. But he wants to get out of a country that he's not happy with, but he don't want to change the life that he has. That's a feminized mindset, my friends. You let me know if I'm wrong. Men love to say that they built the world, but what they conveniently leave out is that it was built off the woman's ideas and their free labor. Oh, gosh. The feminists keep pushing hard, just trying to show their importance in this world. Now, apparently, it wasn't enough for the man to build the world for them. Men apparently built the world because of their ideas. And you know, I was watching this video this morning, and I came across this one little video of this new gadget. And I'm going to show it to you.
Tell me I'm not the only one whose arms get tired by making bonku. We were just sent this Swallow Maker Pro, and I'm telling you, I could not be more excited, guys. This has to be one of the best inventions that have ever been made. To make bonku now, all I have to do is pour in the bonku powder, pour in water, which comes with this measuring cup that I don't even have to use another measuring cup. And then it has instructions on how long you should cook it for. So for the amount that I'm making, which is 1 to 2 servings, it takes 18 minutes, guys. And during that time, I'm able to work on the fish, which saves so much time. And I'm all about saving time. Guys, look at that. It works. The cool thing about this is you can change the consistency. I like my bonku a little bit more dense, so that's why I put a little bit less water in mine. But you can make yours however you prefer. Now here comes the real test. Our son Jude. Let's see if he likes it. How is that? Guys, if you're tired of making bonku, fufu, plantains, whatever it is by hand, you need to get this.
Oh, man. If you saw how the ancestors had to make this stuff, beating it with those long sticks. But now what do we have? We have a machine where you just literally just put the dried product in, put some water in, and boom, everything is done. And what I'm trying to explain to you is modern women have it so damn easy. And they don't realize most of these inventions were created by men to make women's lives easier. But it seems like the easier we make life for women, the more pissed off the feminists get. I don't get it. We have created a world that is so beautifully easy. Everything is mechanical. All you literally need to do is just put the food in, press a button, put some seasoning on it that already prepackaged, and you're good to go. You can eat well. Go to the supermarket, you pick up stuff that's already been slaughtered by a whole bunch of men who've done all the slaughtering and packaged it, and cut it up and packaged it perfectly for you. All done by men. But no, apparently women just don't appreciate that. Whew. Unbelievable.
I'd rather pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then taking her out for nice dinners, buying her shit, and you get the same result in the end anyway. She's still paying for pussy.
This is the sentiment echoed by many, many men around the world. And that is why the punani market is doing so well.
For the Lord, you may go on and kiss the bride.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on and kiss your bride, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, what you waiting on? What's the problem?
Kiss the bride.
Yeah, open the veil, kiss the bride. We rehearsed this already. What's the problem? Yeah, get your wicked witch of the West and kiss her. All right. Oh, that wasn't real. What's going on?
Tell your neighbor love is a good thing.
Tell your neighbor love is a good thing. A green card is a better thing. Yeah, we see what's going on here. I don't think she knows, but
oh, trust me, she knows. But at this stage in life, man, she don't really give a shit. She's gonna take whatever she gets. This is when women settle, okay? Oh, God. This is when you have no freaking choice, period. This man could barely freaking get her face next to his. It was like, the jerk back was just horrible, man. Oh, at least Akash Singh, he got a cheek, right? This woman just barely got some, just, and the guy literally pulled back in revolt. Wow. That was hard to watch, man, but that's the reality of when, hey, You put it off till too long. You left that husband. You just screwed up your life and with being with that one man, thinking you could do better. There it is. You done better. Three big Ross women, one freaking dog. And these women think that they can protect themselves. They don't need any men. Oh, man. Women just have no freaking clue. If the men freaking step aside, the wild animals will infringe and they will destroy. Even your domestic pets who do not see you as an alpha and know how to control themselves can literally rip you apart. She can't even hold on to the freaking dog. And that's her dog. Ah, gosh, man. Reality just stings hard, man. Hot teacher 35 sentenced to 15 years after raping boy 15 and getting pregnant. Man, you have no idea how many bloody videos I see of this. If you want to see, go to Instagram and go to this page, the Pro Breaking News. This guy has compiled a hell of a lot of these stories on female teachers who have been raping boys. Go to that page. I don't want to put out too much here on YouTube, just in case I get banned, but it's pretty scary how many women are doing this, man. Seriously. Whew.
African boys come to Russia.
African boys. Oh, okay. Yes, I love African boys.
You have an African friend?
African boys. I love African boys.
Russian women and their love for black men. Many people are surprised to learn that Russian women genuinely love and appreciate black men. In cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg, it's not unusual to see Russian women drawn to black men, not just for appearance, but for their energy, confidence, and culture. Russian women are known for being loving, loyal, and emotionally deep. They value real connection, and many are open-minded when it comes to love. They don't judge by skin color, but by character. That's why many black men feel truly respected and welcomed in Russia. Whether through friendships, dating, or long-term relationships, Russian women often go out of their way to make their partners feel special. They're curious about African culture, warm in conversation, and serious when it comes to love. In a world that often divides people, Russian women show that love has no borders, and that real hearts recognize each other, no matter where they come from.
Listen, man, black men all over the world are desired. And this is the problem that a lot of American black women do not understand. Get your shit together, or you will lose your men to every other culture out there. It's your choice, because it's not as if the men are desperate. The men who have the means, which are the men you want, can get up and go. Simple. Listen, every single man wants to pass on his DNA. And women just don't understand this. This isn't just about sex. Yeah, you can offer a man sex, but are you a good mother? Are you a good partner? Most women are not. So men will go to where he can get what he wants. If Russian women are stepping up to the plate, they'll do it. A lot of their men are dying off in wars. A lot of their young men are being taken out on a daily basis. There will be a demand for men over there. Tell me I'm wrong.
Good morning. I'm going to post a clip. This is probably, I don't even say I hate people, but this probably got to be the worst nigga on the internet right now. Listen to this shit, yo.
Send that woman some money for some groceries this month. That's what you can do. You steady screaming how much you like her and you want to take her on a date. But you got to be different. You see she got kids. She don't want to go on a date. Put some groceries in her house. Help her out.
If you ever wondered why bitches got up here with so much fucking pizzazz and think that they that bitch, it's cause of niggas like this. What the fuck you mean I'm supposed to give my hard-earned money to a bitch who got 2 kids by an ain't shit nigga cause I'm supposed to give my money to her cause she made some bad life choices? So I'm supposed to fill her fridge up? No, bitch, you need to learn your lesson. Stop having kids by niggas that you know can't provide. My hard-earned money to a bitch who not only has 1 but 2 kids by an ain't shit nigga. Because mind you, you said your baby father ain't shit, but you went around and had baby number 2 by him. So I'm supposed to go in my wallet and pay for some groceries for 2 little niggas that don't even belong to me? Is this nigga stupid? Get this nigga off the internet. What I can give you, bitch, is a little bit of advice, meaning wrap it up. That's what I can give you, some advice. Wrap it up. Christmas is coming. Put a bow on it, bitch. Put a bow on that fucking whack ass puss. Maybe it's not whack because you keep having kids, my fault. But nah, ain't nobody giving you shit. Stop getting up here thinking that niggas is supposed to reward you for doing bad. Fuck. That's like my mother still throwing me a sweet 16 after I get pregnant as a teenager. Are you fucking stupid? Like, is this nigga crazy? Gotta be. Stop listening to this nigga. Y'all bitches be in his comments, slurping his shit. Mind you, that nigga probably will get with y'all and not give y'all a dime. Goodbye.
Ooh. I'm going to end it on that note. This young lady just broke it down in the rawest possible fashion. Spoke about this shit yesterday in a video with watching Oprah Winfrey and Scott Galloway freaking telling men that they should go out there and mentor single mothers. Find that single mother at work and go and mentor her son. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it. I'm gonna tag it at the end of this video. This idea that we have to go out and support another man's seed by irresponsible women are just unrealistic. We are not living in that day and age where those things are appreciated. It's not. And my argument was encourage those fathers for those kids to get involved with their life. Tell those women, hey, forget about the child support and start sharing equal time with those men. Get those real fathers, the biological fathers, involved with those kids' lives. Because any time spent by one man taking care of another man's seed is not to his advantage at all. No, if you're old and you no longer want to have kids and you don't mind spending some time with some younger kids, you've reached the end of the line and you've made some money, you don't have to spend time trying to survive, then that's different. But that's not the average guy. That's not the average guy. Listen, man, they used to have Boy Scouts, Boy Brigade, all of that shit. Women stepped in and dismantled all of that, talking about gay shit and all this. They want to be in the men's division and all of that crap. All of these things have been dismantled by feminism. Everything. There is no safe space for men. They've kicked men out of schools. All it takes is one little young brat accusing him of touching her inappropriately. Why would men put themselves in that position? Men are not even in schools anymore. Women have taken over. That's the society we've created, my friends. Now we're seeing the ramifications of that. My friends, listen. This one ran a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some good information from it. Let me know if you want me to send you a full chapter of the upcoming book. By all means, my friends, book a session if you need any help. And of course, go out there and create your own content and pick up the Content Creators Toolkit. So my friends, until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. See you soon. Cheers.